Coffee!
Coochie conversation time. Coochie conversation time.
Coffee! Coffee!
Where you at? Where you at?
Coffee! Coffee!
Where you at? Where you at?
Wednesdays, starting November 2nd at noon.
Cheryl, please, let me tell my friends. Come on. I've kept it a secret for so long.
And you've done a great job keeping the secret. It is, we're almost ready. We almost got everything lined up. I'm so ready, so excited to do this video cast.
You don't understand. I can barely keep Christmas presents a secret. How am I keeping this a secret any longer? I can't do it. I have to tell my friends.
You just got to keep it secret a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer till the timing is absolutely perfectly right.
Oh, Cheryl.
And it is Wednesday, Hump Day. Welcome to Coffee, Coochies, Conversations. I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Kelly.
And we have a special guest here with us today, Alan. Alan is with Sweet Delight over in the west end of Davenport. So he has decided to join us tonight when we were talking about the conversation of things that are fun to lick. And we know that everybody likes ice cream. And that is one thing that people typically do is lick ice cream. So it seemed like a no-brainer to ask Alan to join us and come along. Josh, is that you buzzing or was that Kelly buzzing? Who's buzzing? Somebody's buzzing. You must share the message. If your message buzzes during the show, you must share the message.
I'm turning it off. I don't know why I did that.
Are you going to share the message?
It was Taylor.
Oh, it's her daughter.
She said I'm home.
That's a good message to get. Everybody always gets home safe. We I thought Shanna was going to be here today, and we were going to have her lick some stuff, and we'll get her in a different time. But I just gave Alan a fair warning since he's having conversations with Coochies. Sonny is doing like at the airport, and he's doing the flag thing, and he's trying to do the hand signals.
Sorry, Sonny.
So he's trying to do the hand signals. So, and it was just easier for me to just point at Kelly than try to interpret Sonny's hand signals, although I would not be against having an American Sign Language interpreter here. And I want to see specifically how she signs Coochie. Coochies. I don't know. I want to know.
What was that symbolizing, Cheryl? I am so curious.
Minds want to know. Yes, inquiring minds want to know.
That was awesome.
This is episode 5. We have made it through 4 episodes together, Miss Kelly.
Yes, we have.
Thanks to the support from Done Right Studios. We are here filming live from Done Right Studios in Davenport, Iowa. Thanks to the owner here at Kelly Jeffries for his support. If you have interest in starting a podcast, hit Kelly Jeffries up. If you have interest in some affordable home internet, you can head up Kelly Renee over here.
Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that.
Well, it's everybody's looking to save money now, and
For sure.
who doesn't have or want internet? And if you can get good service for less money, it's pretty much a no-brainer, right?
Yes.
I know Bluegrass, I heard Bluegrass had an outage this week. I don't know if you guys reach out that far, if Done Right reaches into Bluegrass.
Interesting.
Or, into Buffalo, but it's a really good time to hit them up because they had a big outage this week, and nobody was able to
have internet
and possibly even watch their shows.
Okay.
So, shout out to Done Right, Kelly and Kelly for that. And also to Holidays in the Mall, who is our producer sponsor, and of course our yummy coffee people, Revolution Coffee Company. But I wanted to, since we're not going to have Shannon licking anything, sorry about that, I knocked the table. I'm going to start out, we're not going to go straight to the ice cream if it's okay.
That's fine.
We're going to do a little social media stuff. I had something cross my timeline this week, and it got a reaction out of me when it crossed my timeline. So I'd like to put it out there and kind of see what the reaction is to this post if it crossed your timeline. Okay. Keeping in mind that Facebook asks what's on your mind. What are you thinking? And this post from a man was, A woman gets her confidence knowing she can attract a good man. True or false?
Her confidence? Wow.
Knowing she can attract a good man. True or false?
I mean, true and false, I feel. Are you
What would it
asking
be
him
more
to?
like the looks or?
Yeah.
But does her looks give her confidence so she can attract a good man that way? So that would be the way your brain goes.
Do looks always attract the good man, though?
Such a great question.
Oh.
Such a great question. And what defines a good man?
Or what defines good looks? Really? You know what I'm saying?
It is so subjective. There was 37 comments. What do you think the dominant comments were?
False.
No, exactly. My favorite comment, maybe in 1855, LOL.
Maybe in 1855. Oh, okay. Maybe in 1855.
Maybe in
I got you.
1855, a woman would have got her confidence from
Yeah.
attracting or knowing she can attract a good man.
For sure.
And yeah, again, what's the definition of a good man? Do you base it all on looks? Do you base it on...
Well, definitely not on looks for a good man.
Oh, did you see a tangent?
Whoops,
I
whoops.
felt the tangent. Did you feel
No,
it, Alan?
no, for
Let's
real.
go on this one with Kelly. Please
No, I
explain.
didn't. I just meant that's not what I meant. I meant that a good man does not need just good looks. There can be plenty of good men out there that don't have necessarily the looks,
You gotta look at personality too, don't you?
for sure.
So for me, okay, a sense of humor is really
Yeah.
important.
Oh yeah, you better be able to make me laugh. No, I think I'm hilarious though, so I'll just fill in that void. I'm just kidding.
I can also entertain myself. I crack me up. So as long as I can crack me up. So if you did not see last week's episode, one of Kelly's favorite words to use
Oh my God, do you know how many people have talked to me about that? Oh my gosh.
I knew she would hear it quite a bit this week.
Oh my gosh. Everybody's like, are you kidding me?
Did you catch what her favorite word that she has fun with?
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
Don't make me say it.
But with two T's. With two T's.
I
yes.
think it's so funny. I can't believe I said that on this show though, because everybody's like, I mean, I have heard more jokes in the past week with butt involved. You have no idea.
Which is kind of what I was wondering, what the feedback and follow-up was on that.
I'm like, of all parts, you had to hear that part, huh?
Well, and that leads me to, did you guys hear about the woman that they actually weighed it, and they said it was 50 pounds of poop, to her local police department and left it in front of the door. By the way, your mouth is dropping. I'd say, no, you didn't hear about
How
that.
do you get 50, like shit, like what, human poop?
Human poop.
So
She
she
just
just
saved
like
it up?
saved her own
Yeah.
poop or what?
Well, part of me doesn't want to tell the whole story,
She's like,
and the other part
no,
of me,
she went to porta potties and everything.
yeah,
Dug
the
that out.
comments again, the comments about Metamucil commercials and crap like that. She was. I did catch her on Dwyer Michaels. She was on TMZ last night. She's now known as the Poop Lady.
Oh my God.
She was on Dwyer Michaels this morning, and I caught her on there. And no, she was not the 50-pound pooper. But she did deliver the poop, and she got arrested for delivering the poop because it was considered to be hazardous material
Oh,
and against the law.
We had that poop bandit over in Hampton. Did you remember that one? On the bike path over there in Hampton.
Oh, tell us about the
Oh,
poop.
please
It was on the
bandit.
news a few years ago. All the time they'd put poop on the bike path
Really?
Oh,
over
that
there.
is
And it would be
awesome.
on the news all the time. And they had like the Hampton poop bandit.
Really?
I don't
Was
think
it
they ever
human
caught
poop?
anybody.
Hampton, Illinois?
Yeah, over in Hampton. yeah.
Really? I missed that completely. It
That is
wasn't
so
me.
funny.
I mean, that's how you
was
know.
he
I'm-
putting it so like people would
I
step in
think
it?
it was on the bike path. You'd just throw it on the bike path all over the ground.
What a jerk!
Or they were one of the people, perhaps in the campgrounds,
Mm.
and they'd go out and use the path for their business, and then go back in. Because I mean, seriously, for someone to gather up 50 pounds of poop in buckets, that's,
No, thank you.
I don't know how many
But I mean, how
days,
big
but-
is that? Like, how much is that? How much poop is that?
Let's think about it in terms, it's 50 pounds of poop.
I mean, I've carried a diaper
Which
that I
weighs
was like,
more,
Jesus,
50 pounds
before,
of poop or
you
50
know?
pounds of feathers?
Was it diarrhea poop or was it more
Ew.
hard? It'd have to be.
I've carried a diaper before that I was like, damn, this load, you know, but like 50 pounds? How
She
much is
actually
that?
gave away who the pooper was. She said his name on Dwyer Michaels. You can go watch
So
the
was
two
it one
dorks.
poop or multiple poop?
It was more than one poop.
Oh, thank God.
But she had a guy helper. Let me just put it that way. A big eater.
That is so funny. I'm a big eater, but I don't poop 50 pounds. I can promise you that.
So enough butt talk.
Yep. That was it for me. No.
Are you sure? Now, on that note, I don't necessarily want to transition to ice cream. As much as I'm tempted to, I think I'll refrain from transitioning right this moment. So on my other topic, when would be a good time to transition? We have vasectomies, we have female hormones, or we can do our Christmas time trivia question, and then transition to our ice cream guest.
Which one do you want to be involved in?
Better do the Christmas time trivia.
All right.
Oh, he went the very, very good path. Yes.
So we kind of do want some people in our chat. I don't know if we have anybody watching or people in our chat. And so I was planning originally on doing this later, but sometimes things don't go original as they were originally planned. So we're just going to go with it right now. So the way this works is I'm going to give you a quote from a Christmas movie, and then I'm going to give you 4 movies to choose from, A, B, C, or D. And then you get to, as in our audience who's listening to us, will tell us the answer on the chat. The first one to give us the answer, I have the swag, I have the T-shirts, Done Right TV T-shirts, and you have to pick them up here at the studio in town. I'm going to read the questions first, and then if we do not have an answer, I'll have Kelly read the question. If we still do not have an answer, we'll have Alan read the question and the answers for the third time. So this is the
Luke.
movie.
Luke's on there.
Hi, Luke. How are you?
He said, "I'm here."
I'm here. We're here too.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, go ahead.
The quote is, "I planned out our whole day. First, we'll make snow angels for 2 hours, and then we'll go ice skating, and then we'll eat a whole roll of Toll House cookie dough as fast as we can, and then we'll snuggle." A, Christmas Vacation. B, Ernest Saves Christmas. C, Elf. D, It's a Wonderful Life. I'll have Kelly read it now. She can read my chicken scratch.
Okay. I planned out our whole day. First, we'll make snow angels for 2 hours, and then we'll go ice skating, and then we'll eat a whole roll of Toll House cookie dough as fast as we can, and then we'll snuggle.
Luke says C.
Huh?
Keep going, sorry.
Okay. 4 choices. A, Christmas Vacation. B, Ernest Saves Christmas. C, Elf. Or D, It's a Wonderful Life.
And Luke has answered with a C. Do you know what the answer is, Kelly?
I would guess, but I don't know.
Okay, what's your guess?
My guess is D.
D, It's a Wonderful Life. Alan, do you know?
I don't.
Do you have a guess?
Go with D2.
It's a Wonderful Life, which is a great movie if you haven't seen it. And Luke is our winner. Elf is the correct answer. So I believe we
Good job.
have
Luke.
a 2X that will fit Luke. And you can pick it up here at Done Right, or we might be able to arrange a delivery if you're going to be at Gypsy Highway in the next day or two. So, Christmas movies. What's your favorite Christmas movie, Alan? Do you guys have a movie you watch every year?
I like the original Rudolph one that's on the TV.
I love that one
The
too.
old ones.
The ones where the Misfits and
You can't forget Snoopy though too. That's Snoopy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Charlie Brown Christmas. Yes, favorites of mine as well. So, do you have a favorite movie that is not animated?
Dad likes that one, but I forgot the name of it.
They make you watch it every year?
Yeah, we watch it. Die Hard.
That is a Christmas movie, technically.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is. It is one of the greatest Christmas movies.
Did it come out on Christmas or something?
It came out at Christmas time. It was a
Okay.
Christmas release. And it is one of the greatest Christmas movies ever.
We got Home Alone 2 is somebody's favorite.
Hayes says that
Hey,
Home
yeah,
Alone 2.
hi.
Home Alone 1 is one that we watch every year.
We watch that one too.
Do you have one you watch every year?
So me and my daughter started watching The Holiday, the last couple. That's where the two I can't even think of their names, but they're great actresses. They swap lives, or they swap houses, I should say, because they're both single, they're lonely, and they just need to get out of their town, so they swap houses.
Kate Winslet, Cameron Diaz.
What is it? It's Cameron Diaz and who?
Winslet.
Yeah, and Kate Winslow. I love them so much.
Well,
So me and my oldest do
expected
that.
I know movies.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You do. Okay, Virgil. Virgil says National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Is a great movie.
That is a
It
good
is. Bad Santa. I
Dan-
love Bad Santa, Dana.
Dana, yes, I love that
so
one
much
too.
love Bad Santa. I have not seen Bad Santa 2, though. I've not seen the
Oh,
second
wait.
one or Naughtier Santa, but I used to be able to quote Bad Santa. And
Die Hard.
Christmas Vacation is a great movie. Can't watch that too many times if you ask me. What's your movie?
Other than that, we do the Christmas. We do Christmas Vacation, and we do the first one, The Wonderful Life, or whatever.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Have you seen It's a Wonderful Life?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how could you
yeah.
not, right?
Hayes is joining in the debate that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Bruce Willis even said so. He said he would know too.
This
I'm
is one of
telling
the
you.
great debates, and I was hoping it would go this way to
Why do you
figure
say
out
it's a
if it
Christmas
is
movie? I
a
don't even
Christmas
get it.
movie. He's in the building. It's Christmas
It's
time.
Christmas time.
It's
Party.
it's a Christmas party. It's a Christmas movie. It's just not a Christmas
So-
movie.
I remember lots of scenes with Christmas parties in them, but they're like naughty movies. So
Well, but the whole movie is around the building, and the bad guys, they're in there. So you've watched Die Hard, right?
I just don't remember it, but yes, I know I have. I love Bruce Willis. I mean, duh.
Decorations everywhere.
Yes.
Bad Moms Christmas.
Bad Moms is another good
That
movie.
is a good one. I forgot. Chevy Chase Christmas.
Christmas Story is my favorite. I do not have the leg in the window, but I wish I did. There's some
I
people.
see they're selling that house now. It was on Facebook. They were selling that one.
Yes, the Christmas Story house.
Yeah.
Now, I believe it was like a bed and breakfast where you could actually go stay there.
Yeah.
And now they've put it up for sale.
He's got a little gift shop he built behind it, he said.
It's in Ohio, is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
But yes, you could actually, I think it was you could go stay at the Christmas Story house, and they have everything authentic.
Bed and breakfast. That sounds huge.
Right from
then.
the soap
Wow.
that
Yeah, they
got
even
put
sell
in
it so you can
Ralphie's
put it in your mouth out front and take a
And-
picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And I love that movie. One of my favorite scenes on that one is when the mom calls because Ralphie says the bad word, and he's talking to the other mom. She's talking to the other mom on the phone, and you can hear her voice. And she says, "What?" She goes, you could just hear her screaming and screaming. That is my favorite scene in that movie, right or wrong. But if you go back to
Sounds like
Clay
me.
from episode 1, the man I dated that had one eye, that's why he only had one eye. got shot out with a BB gun.
Seriously?
Seriously.
That sounds very painful. Holy shit.
This is why he could only look at me with one eye. It was a cute eye, but
Yeah.
he could still only look at me with one eye. So, any other Christmas movies?
The
I
new
think,
one,
which one?
the new Christmas Story, the Christmas Story Christmas with him growing up.
I have,
I haven't
Just
seen
came
that
out-
either.
Just came out last month.
really?
Oh,
Yep, I just watched it. It's pretty good.
nice.
So, Ralphie is grown up. So,
Married.
okay, and he's still got his little brother, though?
Okay. His little brother's in it,
Okay.
but they're grown up. He has his own family, and something happened, and now he has to make the greatest Christmas of all time.
All right. Well, that should be interesting. Does anybody lick the poll?
No, but the kid that starred in it is in it.
Okay.
He owns the bar that they go to. And they reference that a lot.
The other scene in that movie I like is when they have to go for their dinner in the Chinese restaurant, and they're singing the Christmas wah 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 wah. Everybody in my house starts singing along. Wah 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 wah.
What is your favorite?
Wah, wah,
Dana
wah, wah,
says,
wah.
what is your favorite scene from Bad Santa?
Oh,
There's so many.
yeah. You notice we laugh because I have children that watch this too, and so this is why I hesitate to say what my favorite scenes are, because that would totally give away and maybe embarrass them to a level that I'm not sure I want to. I mean, it's the holidays.
There's a lot of good scenes in that one. That actually is just hilarious the whole time.
If you have a bad Santa in your life, kudos for you is all I can say. Yay for you. Christmas times, treats. But you know what? The hormone thing and the ice cream thing kind of did tie in together. Because for years and years and years, I managed to stay away from ice cream. And then I went into menopause. And there is no shame in my menopause game. I tell you what, I would dive head first into a gallon of ice cream to cool off. I didn't really understand hot flashes and all that until I got into menopause. And it's like a furnace has been turned up way too high. And you can't, how do you turn it down? Ice cream is one way to turn it down. So the weight I have gained this last year in 2022 is all menopause related directly to sitting down with ice cream and eating it directly from the container. I have climbed into a ice thing, where you store your ice. And you buy bags of ice.
Oh, yeah, no,
and the
like
ice was almost gone because it was hot. And so I climbed into the thing to cool off. It works. But it's not easy to do. You just don't necessarily have the cooler in your backyard. So the other way I've cooled off more than once this year was driving down to Sweet Delight. Tell us more where you're at, what's going on.
We're located at 1901 West 4th Street in Davenport, across from Monroe School on the one-way downtown. We've been there for 13 years, and we sell everything ice cream related, pretty much, from banana splits to our own blizzards and stuff, all the way to cones. We got 75 flavors of soft serve and everything.
Banana splits.
I hope you're getting him on video because he is just so awesome. I was like, how old are you? You have been owning this business for how long?
I started selling ice cream when I was 14. I'm 27.
I wish all the kids were go-getters these days.
Ice cream keeps you young.
That totally is true.
Yeah, it's good to eat ice cream. Everybody needs it.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
and
eat it every day?
I don't even eat ice cream anymore.
Because you've been
I used to
there.
have it every day.
Well, maybe that's the trick.
We should do something like if you say that you watch the podcast and you on the podcast when you come in to get some ice cream.
Well, right now they are closed.
Yeah, we are closed for the season.
They do. When do you open back up again?
About April-ish, yep.
Okay.
We're working on building a concession trailer so we can go to weddings and parties and everything too.
That is awesome.
And that was one of the reasons why I asked him to come out. Not only because we all love ice cream. I know when I told Josh that Alan would be here for ice cream, he was like, "Yay!" But we didn't bring the ice cream.
Yeah.
We just talking
I
about
know.
the ice cream.
Hi, Chris. By the way, I did see yours too. Hi, Chris Sprigsby.
Hi, Chris. Just a little bit of disappointment there because normally, like if we said
still
ice
have
cream or
access to
something,
the
he would
ice
be
cream?
going.
Yeah, we do.
Do you sneak in there?
Yeah. What does Chris say there? The Noel. Since it's holiday, the Noel Diary
That just came out.
just came out on Netflix.
Okay. I love Netflix too. Good.
I'm trying to read what he
Will you
said
take
about
me
having
and go
that dump
sneak in?
truck driving through.
I love me some ice cream.
Hayes has written something about you couldn't have a dump truck driving through, and so I got a little distracted by that because I didn't know if we were going back to the poop, or if this was a Die Hard, or if I needed to have Kelly Jeffries buy some seatbelts for our chairs so we can buckle ourselves in because I don't know exactly what's happening here. I want to talk more about the ice cream. And what you guys have going on there. You just talked about the trailer.
Yeah.
So now you're going to be catering.
Yep. Doing caters and parties and
Kind of like a
graduations
food
and stuff.
truck or something.
Yeah, we're
but-
gonna have
okay, ice
everything
cream.
the store has, but in a trailer.
And is that like a resource that possibly you could use?
Yeah, that's huge.
That is a resource that Kelly is in event planning.
Yeah.
So this could work out to be a good relationship right here.
Good to know.
Good business
Okay.
relationship.
Do you do just ice cream?
In the trailer we will be, but we
Okay.
do sell food and stuff at the store itself.
Okay. What kind of food do you
We got like burgers, fries, walking tacos, and we're always trying to add more stuff. And
They've got it like a basket.
yeah, we got like fries and we got like hot
Awesome.
dogs.
Chili dogs.
Yep, chili dogs.
Yep,
That's
good
probably our best
quality
side.
heartburn on
Yep.
that. Mm-hmm.
Lots
You
of onions.
rate a
and-
good chili dog by the heartburn, the repeat factor.
Well, I love that kind of food.
So they will be open again in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we were talking about too is how COVID actually grew your business.
Yeah, we were open all throughout COVID because we were like the traditional walk-up style ice cream. We didn't have to close it all.
Nice.
We just didn't have any seating outside because that was one requirement, but everybody was happy with it.
Oh, heck yeah. Like the only thing
And it
people
made
got to
people
do.
happy getting ice cream because you couldn't do anything else during that time.
Good. So you thrived big time, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
I had a lot of people from Illinois.
Yeah, we got a lot of from Illinois because they were a little more stricter over there.
Yeah, for sure.
So they could drive right over. Depending on where they were, it was just 3 miles, 4 miles to come over to this side of the river.
Yeah.
Sit down,
We're close to the bridge, too, the Centennial, so it's easy.
have food, have dessert,
During,
and even entertainment.
Yeah.
during your close time, you should find a place where you can sell to-go ice cream.
Yeah. That's what we were going to plan on doing with the trailer. So if we do close and somebody wants something, we can take the concession trailer to the event or places.
So he's got the ambulance, which is out front.
Yep,
We're
we
going to
got
get
that
pictures afterwards. So
wrapped.
I understand now that's your ice cream truck. Is that right?
It's going to pull the trailer that we're going to have
Okay.
everything in.
All right. Okay. I wasn't positive if it was going to be one of the ones that I was going to end up chasing you down the block, playing the music,
Yeah.
because I don't care how old you are.
You always
When you
chase-
hear the tune for the ice cream truck, doesn't it make you want to reach in your pocket
I
and
do.
or
I buy all the kids around me ice cream.
find somebody, yes, to go out there with you that's young? Hopefully to. Me and a neighbor did it. Neither of us are young. We waited on the ice cream truck and stood out on the block like little kids to pick out our ice cream.
You're never too young for ice cream.
Never too old for ice cream.
Oh, wait, too old.
I'll take too young. I'll take it.
I wish I was young, like 27 young.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
The ice cream truck. So do you have dates planned? Do you have any events?
We have people wanting to book stuff now, but we were just waiting until we for sure get everything finished because we're behind a few weeks on the trailer being built.
What are you thinking about? Do you have things in mind like the races or?
We don't any right now for sure stuff, but there's a lot of stuff we're open to do. We wanted to go like to the farmers market on the weekends.
There you go. Mississippi Valley Fair.
Yeah,
You
we
should
can go
talk
up
to him
there.
for sure. Mm-hmm.
And we had some bigger companies ask us to come and schedule us like once a month over at their factories and stuff for their
That's a good
employees
idea.
throughout the summer.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's smart.
Might have to get Kelly Jeffries to bring him back over here one time when he's doing his one of his events or
There you go.
something,
Yeah.
Yep.
because he does some stuff too. I personally don't think I could have an event big enough to bring you out. I did bring my mini horse over to the restaurant, over
Yeah, we
to
had
the
it
ice
at the
cream
ice cream
shop,
store,
though.
yeah.
And Alan was telling me when he got here that some of the kids that saw my little mini horse thought that the horse lived at the ice cream
Yeah,
shop.
we still get kids think we keep it out in the shed.
She's little enough to stay in the shed, but I don't think the city would go for that too much.
There's even, everybody was driving by, the cops and everybody were looking that day, had it out there on the sidewalk.
There was one, yeah.
He had to
Did
back
you
the
give
car
the
up.
horse ice cream?
Yeah, he had an ice cream cone.
Yes, he did. He
Yeah.
gave her an ice cream, and that's when I found out that's the
should have
day
been
I
on
found
a
out she
commercial
liked
for
ice
real.
cream.
Yeah. Is that
You
one
got it on
that-
video.
Yeah, that one police officer, remember you had to back the car up and look again?
Yes.
That
And
should be your next commercial.
we had one man drive around the block and come back, and he said, I haven't seen a horse in Davenport in 40 years
Yeah.
or something, 30 years.
And then there's
since
some
I've
kids
seen-"
that said they never even seen a horse before.
What? Aw.
So last day of school, I told the kids we would come back again. And as long as the weather's nice, we'll come back and hang out.
That's cool.
And it was just simply taking pictures and letting kids pet the mini horse. But then Alan also brought out other entertainment. Go ahead. You can.
We had the fire dancers. We had the last week we were open. They did like a fire show, I'd call it.
Okay. Tell me more.
It's
What'd
like
they do?
I wouldn't call it, almost like belly dancing almost with fire.
Weird. Cool.
it's like-
Interesting.
They had like props and stuff that were on fire, and then they would
Did you have a bunch
dance.
of people out watching?
Oh yeah, we had a lot
Yeah?
of people stay and watch that one.
That's awesome.
I saw the pictures. I didn't make it out that night. It was after dark.
Yeah, it was dark. Yeah, about 7, I think it was.
It was summertime, so it was more like 9.
Yeah,
You're thinking now when it's dark at 4:30.
Yeah.
It was summertime. It didn't get dark till 9 or 9:30. And they, the pictures, the
Yeah,
fire
it was
looks
really
really
cool, yeah.
dramatic. And then we talked just today about me possibly doing a hypnosis show
Yeah.
out there. We'll see about that.
At the outdoors event?
At
Oh,
outdoors, so
cool.
doing that in the summertime, in the evening when I don't have to worry about mosquitoes
Yeah.
sucking the life out of my volunteers. It might be fun to watch, but only for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that to anybody, really.
How big is your area? Like, how big is the event area?
Well, it would just be the the parking lot.
yeah, we have a parking lot and like seating area.
Cool.
And they could always park on the street,
Yeah.
park across the street, so then the parking lot can be left completely open
Okay.
for that, or maybe they could shut down the block. I've heard of people doing that.
a
For
block
block
party.
parties and
Ooh.
things like that.
You know what? That would be good for people to know about your truck during the summer just for their block parties.
Yeah.
People do that still all the time. I know we did that as kids. It was so fun.
Yeah, I think, no, it wasn't. It was coffee with a cop last night at,
Yeah.
at Vanderveer.
Yeah, they had it
But
up.
they
at Vanderbilt.
usually do
They do one
ice
with ice
cream.
cream in the summer.
Ice cream. Oh, I see. I see what y'all was thinking about. Getting into some of that Whitey's action.
Yeah,
What? Wait, what?
because Whitey's I think does that one up there.
I think it does.
Do they? Oh.
I recommend Sweet Delight. Not that there's nothing wrong with a good Whitey's, but I recommend Sweet Delight.
I wish you were open now. I'd go right after the show. I told you you're gonna sneak me in with you, okay? Wouldn't
You
that
guys-
be funny if you were like going through a window and people like took pictures?
I would take the pictures. People, I'm people. All right? When and where, because I tell you, this is funny. This is funnier than you realize because you don't know his dad. Which
Why?
makes this
Oh, yeah.
really funny.
Why?
Doesn't it?
Tell me about your
And-
dad.
and please, please. Now I'm begging you, do it.
Yeah, Dad runs a towing service. He's pretty funny too.
Your dad is?
Yeah, we own a towing service also.
Okay, that's right. You did tell me that.
Yeah,
And he's old school.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely, if he thinks someone is breaking into his building, I want to watch it go down.
oh yeah.
Seriously.
Well, it's just your son and me. And then I'm going to be like, no, it was just your son.
All I'm saying is I could sell tickets to that. You're talking about event planning. I could sell tickets to
It'd be a
that.
big
all
event
right?
there.
It would
Yeah.
be. We could do a reverse escape room, and getting into Sweet Delight instead of out. Could we do a reverse escape room with your dad?
You should do
Yeah.
a undercover like
Oh,
ice
undercover
cream
boss.
party there one day.
Ice cream boss.
We could have like an ice cream party there one night. You'd make a lot of money, I bet.
I like the undercover ice cream boss. We could have fun with that. Because he could, you could change him now. So you cut your dad's hair this week,
I did.
and that went really well.
It went well, yeah. He's bald now.
He's never been bald before. right?
No. He wanted his hair cut, and I was like, I think I can cut it. I've cut my
really
hair
what
cut a
happened?
lot. And I'm like, I figured I could do it. We had the stuff, so I started with like a number 3 and cut it, and I'm like, it didn't look even, and then we ended up him being bald.
Oh my God, that's so funny. You can call me next time. I did hair for 12 years.
I thought I did a pretty
Stick
good
with your
job
first.
for never cutting
Stick
hair.
with your first job.
How does he
Stick
look?
with the ice cream.
Bald.
He just wears a hat now.
Okay, not great then, right?
And now, when we were talking about last week, we were talking about things for Shannon to lick. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that was brought up, other than the popsicles, was a bald head.
Oh God, no. I said I would lick whatever you were gonna have her lick today. A bald head ain't going down. Okay, just know.
What if I have whipped cream?
On a bald head? Hell to
why
the no.
not? Why not? Not shaving cream, whipped cream. Out of the, out of the.
I mean, no, still absolutely. I don't think that.
Okay, now
We
wait
can
a
get
minute.
a cherry
you can
too,
make
Now,
maybe.
it
does
delicious
it
enough to
matter?
lick a bald head.
All right, we're back to the confidence and attracting a good man. Now, would it matter who that bald head is attached to?
Definitely. I mean,
See,
I don't know that there's a
now
single
the tune
person.
changed. Did you see that tune?
Yeah.
That tune changed pretty
I
quickly.
mean, let's be honest here. But I
If
don't
it was
think there's
Bruce
a bald
Willis,
head that
I
I'd...
would lick it.
Okay.
I would
Bruce
I would
Willis.
lick Bruce Willis's bald head.
Do I get a chance at like a date after the licking or no?
Hey, what you do after is, not, and we're not talking about his dad anymore. We've gone off on that one. I don't want his mom to come looking for me. She's a nice lady. I wouldn't do
Yes,
that to
I
her.
would. Hayes.
So yeah, if I found a bald head that you found attractive,
Oh Lord. Lordy
that
Lord.
sounds like she's getting close to a
We
yes.
can get a cherry
doesn't
and
it?
put on top of the whipped cream. And
You're egging her on now. I thought you were my friend. No, I'm just kidding.
This is when we're inviting Alan back.
Yeah, Ellen, you're gonna watch
You
the
can
bald
bring
head
the
licking.
Tulip, the sprinkles.
Yeah, get
sprinkles
sprinkles,
are
yeah.
for winners.
I bet Shannon would maybe lick the bald head.
Sprinkles are for winners, and a cherry on top. What do you think, Joss?
Boom.
Yay!
Cherries does it all.
2 cherries on top then.
Okay.
All right, we got an okay. We have the agreement. So now we just need to find a bald head
Oh Lord.
that Kelly is willing to lick.
Oh Lord.
And all of the Quad Cities, it really should not be that hard. So on that note, we're going to go to hormones.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
you're saying now. You are committed.
Or should we do vasectomies because it's the
Oh.
same difference? We're still talking about hormones.
I mean, you're not uncomfortable yet,
There was
right?
there was a
It only gets better from
a
here.
anchor that a well-known morning anchor that came out this week and said that he got a vasectomy last week, and it was simple, it was easy, that his wife had maintained the burden of birth control throughout their entire relationship, and now it would be a good time for him to man up
Kudos to you, sir.
And-
That's amazing.
and do the snip snip. And he was talking about it on Monday, saying that it was a lot easier than he thought, and he was glad he did it.
I mean, I'm gonna be 42, and I'd say to all the gentlemen my age, that would be awesome if you did things like that for your girls. You know?
Well, they talked about it. They said that the the waterworks still flow. It's still, everything still does what it's supposed to do, except that
They get to go home the same day of the procedure, I believe. Too.
he walked home. They showed him. He lives in New York City. They showed him walking home
Yeah, I
from
heard
getting
it's
his procedure.
nothing.
So I have a lady friend having a procedure this week, and trust me, she's not walking home, and is going under big anesthesia to get it done. And so that's one of the reasons why, when I heard him talking about it, I wanted to kind of throw it out there about vasectomies. And we could talk about circumcision too, Alan, since you're here, if you want.
Alan's like,
Going
well,
from butts to the front.
I can think
but
of
I mean,
a whole lot of
seriously,
other subjects.
but even menopause, this is one of the things. Menopause has been one of the stigmas that women didn't necessarily talk about. It was the
Okay.
change. she's going through the change, and nobody really talked about it. But how many years now? We started at 20 years ago. Bob Dole was ran for president talking about ED, erectile dysfunction. We've got limitless male commercials on all the time. So women are now learning to talk about
I talk about
menopause.
anything really. I'm just very open book.
And not be embarrassed by talking about it. But I heard there's a woman that's actually trying to start a movement to get sick days or family medical leave time for menopause. I'd be off work for years.
Really?
Oh, I don't,
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't
because
even know.
perimenopause, that started in my 30s with night sweats. That's why that moisture wicking sheets stuff is so awesome.
I would love to say that that's sexy, Cheryl, but
It's absolutely not sexy. That's the whole
I'm just
point.
teasing, yeah.
It's absolutely not sexy. That's
gotta
the
get serious.
who would want to sleep with a woman that that's a whole different kind of waterworks. I'm telling you, the sweat, the night sweats, and that. So, just so you are aware that there are things that can be done naturally to help with that. And what I did was I started taking a natural progesterone cream in my late 30s. And you do want to listen to this for the women in your life, because the first thing it did was regulate my body temperature, and I wasn't so cold all the time. And I was married, and me and my ex-husband would do the thermostat wars, and I wasn't so cold all the time, which was a good thing. But it also, for women, it builds bone mineral density. So women who get older have to worry about osteoporosis. It helps with hormonal migraines. It helps with so many different things to do the natural progesterone cream. But then I found out that there's also natural estrogen creams that women can take to help regulate their hormones. So that's something that is just an option out there if you're not aware of it. If you haven't, I hit perimenopause, like I said, in my late 30s, and it hit me hard.
I guess I don't know.
Brain fog, fatigue, moodiness. I've got my phone on silent.
Check.
And literally, and literally, that's how it was. Is I could just check my all those symptoms off and put my picture in the dictionary right next to it. And a lot of women aren't aware of the hormones and the importance of the hormones. I put my phone on silent. If I put it on mute, am I going to be able to get it to talk to me about an answer that I'm looking for on this stuff?
What are we looking up right now? No,
I don't know. I still got my volume, so it should still work. Hold on. I'm going to let this. What are the symptoms of estrogen dominance? Oh, see, now this time it doesn't talk to me, mainly because I guess I have it on mute or on silent. But yeah, the brain fog, the forgetfulness, the mood swings, endometriosis, cysts, cramps, on and on and on and on. All the good stuff that the men that are listening are like, blah, 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 blah. But we've got Hayes on here saying that nobody's going to touch his family jewels. So we know where he is on the vasectomies. Hayes, do you have any kids yet? Because I think that makes a difference with some people on having those vasectomies and making a decision like that regarding procreation and health care. Because at this point, having babies is health care, whether it's from a woman's perspective or a man's. Next week, just so you all know, I have lined up a guest to come in that is a clinical therapist. His name is Brandon Kutmas, which for Christmas, Kutmas, Kutmas, and he's going to come in and talk to us about mental health issues, especially at the holiday stress, and people who have like loss and grief at the holidays. And see, that's exactly why the timing of this, like you said, you guys are just talking about this. It is on people's minds. the holidays aren't all fa la 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 for everybody. There are people that don't have family, and that's why they find some place to go because they don't have any place to go for Christmas. And that was one of the other movie quotes that I was tempted to write down is nobody should be alone on Christmas. And that one's from the Grinch. So even we can learn from the Grinch. So we're going to have him in at noon next week, but we also have the Dirty Shirley bringing us food samples, delivering food next week. And that's a new restaurant opening in the Rock Island district. And I don't know if you know about that,
I haven't heard
Alan.
of that one.
They are having their soft opening this coming weekend, or maybe their grand opening. But one of the things on the menu that I found particularly interesting was the dirty beer balls. Sounds kind of yummy to me. They have dirty.
Or not.
They have dirty jugs, and that would be their chicken breasts. And they have dirty nugs, and that would be their chicken tenders. And I think, well, and even when I do the racetrack stuff, I go by dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Dirty lady. So I, got this thing
That's
with
fitting,
dirt
yeah.
and dirty. And when I'm doing my hypnosis shows, I'm the naughty, which you have not volunteered for me, but your dad volunteered for me,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
How many of
He
my
said it-
hypnosis shows have you seen?
3 of them.
3 of my comedy hypnosis shows.
Can never get Dad to do that.
He, it's a little hard for him to relax.
Yeah.
He's thinking about towing.
Yep.
But I had fun.
Oh, yeah.
I've had
always
fun
a lot
each
of
time
fun.
doing it. And then we're going to actually pre-record a show next week, Josh. Hopefully you're available after this, and you're just now learning about this because I haven't asked you yet your availability.
That's sad, Hayes. I'm sorry to hear that.
We'll do a Festivus type show, a Christmas show, a Festivus for the rest of us, if you are available. If not, we can do it before the show next week, and then that way we've got one for the following week when you're not available.
What are you thinking?
Well, next week we'll do our regular time, 12 to 1, and then if you're available afterwards, we'll take a little break, and then do a 2 to 3. Otherwise, we'll come in a little early. Sorry.
Anywho, crickets.
Sorry. That's
Yeah,
really...
there they are. I'm like, where are those crickets at? No, I'm just
See,
kidding.
last week he was on the crickets. He was on the crickets and the cheering and all that last week. But
Anyways,
what's it?
I do want to say that me and Alan were talking about. It seems like everybody I've talked to a little bit lately is maybe down and out just a little bit, and I just want you all to know that whether it be in the water we're drinking or the air that we're breathing or whatever's going on, it is going to pass, and we all just need to stick together and keep pushing forward and be more positive and ready than you've ever been, because it seems like this is the hardest time I've seen a lot of people go through in a very long time. But I do believe everybody's going to get through that. I really do.
There's Josh. Josh fell asleep for a little while over there when I was talking about hormones and vasectomies. He stuck his fingers in his ears and he's like, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear this.
Alan, you don't seem sad though.
No,
You seem
it's
happy.
But it is. Christmas time's a hard time of the year. So I think it'll be a good time to have Brandon join us. He's licensed in both states, Illinois and Iowa. He has an office where he sees patients or clients in Illinois, but he's going to come over and actually come in the studio next week and join us. So if anybody has any questions beforehand that they're thinking about, you can go ahead and send them to us or just join in on the chat. That would be great. Sonny, you got anything to join in? Anything to say? Just thumbs up? All right, cool. On that note, I think we're going to wrap it up here today. Thank you. Thank you, Alan. Sweet delight.
Yep, thanks for
ice
having
cream.
me.
Alan, we're
Yeah.
glad that you came. Thank you.
Yeah, is there anything else you want to add that you've got going on down
Do
there?
you remember
that I
this
didn't
face?
know
Because
about?
when I come see you in April,
Yeah.
I'll be like, we didn't get to sneak in the window, so can I have some ice cream?
I wish we could make that happen because it would be fun. His dad's got some good security cameras and that set up.
Yeah.
In which case,
And if not, we have some here at Done Right.
that's right.
Yep.
You could talk to him about his pop machines and a few other things because they don't
I'm looking
mess
forward
with
to
them
meeting
down
your
there.
dad now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't mess with them down there.
You'll have to have them on.
We would definitely need seatbelts.
Yeah.
I'd have to have Kelly install seatbelts.
So
on
you
our
were
seats
already
for
familiar
this
with
ride.
the dirty talk, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to make sure what Chris wash them nugs.
No one likes dirty ones.
Nobody likes dirty
Hayes
nugs.
said it is his 4th Christmas without his parents, which is very sad, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I hope that your wife's family brings you over for the holidays. What do you do for Christmas?
And that's, you know.
Grandma, we used to go to Grandma, but she passed away 3 years ago, so we don't celebrate it.
You don't celebrate
We just don't
Christmas?
have a dinner no more. We just go get dinner
It
ourselves
seems like
somewhere. Yeah.
grandma, like my grandma used to do the Christmases too.
She always did the Christmas dinner, and that's the one we kind of skip as a family. We just don't have it because we always had it at her house.
We should challenge people to start a new Christmas dinner.
Well, and really, for next week with our plans, you're welcome to come in and join us because it really is it is going to be exactly that.
Yeah.
Just a gathering of friends type of a thing, get together. It's going to be our last one for the year. When we're recording, the one will be played the following week because we're going to take a break for the holidays. So we'll make it happen.
Okay.
All right.
Woo!
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Everybody have a great week, and we will see you next week, Wednesday, for your favorite Hump Day Nooner Coffee Coochies conversation with Cheryl.
And Kelly.
Thanks, everybody.